the first card you have your past is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, obviously this card can be about all sorts of things. It can be about censoring things, censoring speech, not being able to see, not admitting to what's happening. It can be about trapping, and I can see this is about feeling trapped, not being able to move forwards or backwards, either way. I'm actually seeing you having feelings for someone in this card, very, very deep feelings, very deep feelings. But I don't think you knew whether you could or should open up to this person who you had these feelings for. Obviously, you couldn't take your feelings back, because this lady cannot, or this woman cannot go backwards. She has swords behind her. So you couldn't go back. You had your feelings. You loved this person. You had deep feelings for them. And once these feelings came out of your heart, you couldn't put them back again. You couldn't put them away. You couldn't put them in a box. You couldn't hide them. They were out. There they were. You had your feelings and you were feeling them. That's all you could do. You can't unfeel things. So you couldn't go back to how you were. And you couldn't go forward either. You couldn't express these feelings either. I'm actually seeing a little bit of mistrust here, and I'm seeing something was said or you heard something, and that could have caused this kind of feeling of mistrust. This is really difficult actually, because your mind could have been telling you that, if you mistrust anyone, if you have those feelings for whatever reason, if you're unsure for whatever reason, you shouldn't be with them. If you mistrust anyone for whatever reason, you shouldn't be with them. And of course, I agree with that. And I think your mind agreed with that too, definitely. But your heart did not catch up with your mind. And your heart still loved them, still wanted to be with them, still was aching, knew that you couldn't go forward and knew that you couldn't go backward either. It's this horrible kind of place that you're in. And I think your heart just could not catch up with what your brain was telling you. The feelings are there. If you have feelings, you just have them. You can't do anything about it. That's what I'm seeing was happening to you in this card. The next card you have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if, I don't know if you're actually with this person properly or not at this time. I'm definitely seeing, going up and down and maybe breakups and all sorts of things, or on the verge of breaking up and having these talks and not trusting someone, all sorts of horrible things I'm seeing. But I am seeing at this time that you're probably in contact with them, and you're having a lot of very difficult contact with this person. I'm actually seeing text messages, and I'm seeing text messages going back and forward. And if you look at the coins this man's juggling, they're going up and down, up and down, up and down, like a seesaw or a swing or something like that. So maybe while you were going through this time of messaging each other, your heart could have been kind of going up and down like these coins. It's like they'd say something and your heart would go up again. Oh, this is wonderful. Things are getting back to how they were. I'm so happy. And then they'd say something and then your heart would sink down again. Oh, that really hurts me. I don't like that. Either they've said something I don't like, or they've ignored me totally, and it's just put my heart all the way back down there again. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that, this up and down, up and down. And I think you did have to make a decision, and I think you know how I feel about this person from what I've already said, but you had to make a decision. Should I be with them or not? That's the decision you had to make. But I think, when your heart's going up and down like a roller coaster, it's almost impossible to see anything clearly, let alone making a decision and making a clear decision. So if this resonates and you're still going through this horrible thing, and I hope you're not, but, if you are, at least try to get some time out to yourself, away from this person. And I know that if you're going through this horrible thing, you're really feeling for them and all of this, and you love them and whatever else. Try to think of this as a short break. You might just have to say to yourself, I'm not breaking up with this person. I'm just having a little break. and I'm just having some time to myself for a while, and I'll come back at some time. I can come back at any time, but I'm just choosing not to do that right now. But I'll do that when I'm ready to do that. And then tell them that. Just say to them, look, I just need some time for myself, and I'm going to contact you at some time soon, but I just really just need some time out. I'm very stressed and I have some decisions to make, and I can't really be feeling like this when I have to have a clear head to make these decisions. So I'll speak to you soon, I promise. And then, do that, speak to them at some time, but take some time out for yourself. This is time for you. This is your time to kind of get your emotions together and work out what you want for yourself. So the last card you have your past is the Three of Wands. So you did have some opportunities coming in for you at this time. They were just starting to come in. You might have heard of them coming in. These were really good opportunities. And yeah, again, you might not have seen these yet. They might not have arrived because the man in this card, he's watching, he's waiting, he's looking over this golden sea. So yes, there are good opportunities, golden opportunities coming up for you. But there are 3 boats on this card, and they're very, very small. They're far away. So these opportunities will probably take a while to come in for you. But you'll only be able to see these opportunities if you take this time out and calm yourself and clear your head and heal yourself. Because while you're still in this kind of feeling, while you're kind of heart's up and down and all over the place, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see anything. All you can see is, oh, I'm feeling like this and I'm feeling like that. You can't see what's in front of you. So again, take some time out for yourself. Don't be blinded by this hurt. Don't let this hurt blind you. Don't let your broken heart. Don't let your broken heart blind you, because I'm saying blind and broken at the same time. And I shouldn't laugh. I know this is a terrible situation. I'm sorry. But yes, also, I'm telling you to just get some time to yourself. And I know it's easy for me to say. And you're probably saying, well, it's easy for you to say, you're fine. I'm really hurting and you're not. Yes, fair enough. You're right. But all I know is the sooner you start, the clearer your head will be, and the better you'll feel. And you'll also be in the right mindset to be able to see exactly what's in front of you. But if you don't have the right mindset, you won't see what's in front of you. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Magician. So yeah, the Magician's mind's extremely sharp, very clear, and he has a lot of tools all in front of him. He knows exactly how to use them. He knows what he wants to do. He knows where he wants to go. And even when there are bad things in front of him, like bad situations or bad people or whatever, he knows how to turn things around for his own benefit. So he can make something bad and turn it into something fantastic. It's amazing. So, this is why you need this time to yourself. You need to get back into control. And, if you're able to do this again, you'll have a much clearer path in front of you. You'll be able to see where you need to go. Your mind will be sharper, like the Magician, and you'll be able to manifest all sorts of things, everything you want pretty much, because your head will be clear and your heart will be more positive. But the only way to get to that point is to get some time away from this person, time to yourself, and experience things outside of them. And okay, the other thing I'm seeing is, I don't want to be negative, but I'll tell you what I'm seeing. The Magician uses what he has. He uses what he has. And, he can make magic out of anything, but he never lets anyone use him. And he doesn't use people either. He uses things, but he won't let anyone use him. And that's what I'm seeing could be happening, and why you've been feeling so stuck. This person in the Eight of Swords might be using you. They might still be using you. So please don't be angry, cross-watchers, because this doesn't mean I'm talking about you. These messages are meant to be for people who need to hear them. I just had to say that. So if this is something that is not for you, then it's not for you. And it might not be about the person you're cross-watching for. It could be about somebody else. Unless they're listening and it resonates and they understand the message and it speaks to them, then it is not for them. That's what I'm seeing. But yes, I don't want to go off track. But yeah, if this is happening to you, back to this again, if what's happening here is happening to you, yeah, you might not be able to see it. I mean, if you're being used in this way, you might not be able to see it clearly if you still have these feelings. So yeah, this might be happening to you. It might not be, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that it is. So, all I know is that taking some time out is going to help you to be able to see things. It will certainly help you to take this blindfold off and be able to see what's in front of you. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your present is the Seven of Swords. Yes, this tricky card. I really don't want to make you worried. I don't want to make you upset or anything, but obviously the man on this card is dishonest. And this person might not be some terrible, horrible thief or user or anything like that. It doesn't have to be that dramatic. They might just be taking advantage of your kind nature in some way. And because you can be very live and let live, you can be very go with the flow. But sometimes people can take advantage if they see someone who's kind of easygoing. And I'm seeing something definitely is not right around you because you are so stuck, you're so unhappy in the Seven of Swords. And I know I'm repeating myself again, but get away from this situation. Even if it's only for a while, get away from this, get some new things, get some fresh eyes, get some clarity. That's what I'm seeing. See things clearly. So the last card you have for your present is the Knight of Swords. So I'm seeing, I'm actually seeing advice with this card. Now, this is actually good advice. And it's very pure advice. It comes from the heart. It comes from the right place. But maybe whoever's giving you this advice, maybe they're not very sensitive. Maybe they're a bit like this knight. They come rushing in and hitting you over the head with it, and you don't like the delivery. I think this conversation might start up being very ordinary or even mundane. They might start off the conversation like, "How are you? Everything okay?" And then when you start talking to them in more depth, they might start advising you in a way that's forceful. You might say to them, "Oh, I'm not very well actually at the moment. I've got this problem in my relationship. I've got this problem with this person, and this happened and that happened." And then they start saying, "Well, what you do is you do this and you do that." And you're like, "Well, that's really rude. Wait a minute. Just stop telling me what to do." But this is actually really good advice. Really good advice. I know you're probably going to think this person's pushy, this person's rude, but if it resonates, please don't dismiss this advice. It might not be wrapped up in a neat package with a bow on top of it, but it's actually really good advice. The knight looks really angry, like he's rushing into a battle, but he's on a white horse. He's on a white horse, and this represents purity, a pure heart. And I think, yeah, he's very pure. He means well. He means the right thing. He means well for you. He loves you, and he wants the right thing for you. That's what I'm seeing. So, yes, the first card you have for your future is the Four of Cups. So yes, this wasn't an easy message to hear, this message in the Knight of Swords, obviously. You might have thought that they were offering you something really nasty, really rude and horrible, but they weren't. They were offering you a golden cup. They really care about you. They care about you. They want to help you. They want to see you do well. The hand on this card looks pretty similar to the one in the Ace of Cups. And that's a beautiful, loving, emotional card. So they care about you. I can see that. So if this resonates and you've already rejected this person, or you've rejected what they have to say, yeah, try to see this from another angle. Try to see this from another angle. Try to see it very, very differently to the way you're seeing it now. That's what I'm seeing. And, you know, if you don't see this now, if you don't come to this realization now that this person is trying to tell you, you might see it in your more distant future. And then when you look back on this time, it might be too late by then. And you can't go back. So don't let it be too late. Think about this advice. Really consider it. And then I think you should act on it, actually. So the next card you have for your future is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, the Queen of Swords is another one who's going to give you the honest truth. And yeah, it might be something you don't want to hear, but it's going to be the truth. The Knight of Swords, you know, if you look at the Knight of Swords, he rushes in and he's a little bit wild and he kind of rushes in and does whatever. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings. But the Queen of Swords is a little bit more careful. She's a bit more measured with the way that she says things. But she's going to give you the truth. Even if she's measured, you're still going to get the truth. You're not going to get some nice, happy thing kind of made up, dressed in pink. She's going to give you the truth. And she'll never, ever lie to you. She'll never lie to you. Her mind's very, very clear. She can cut through any kind of dishonesty, any kind of stories or lies. She's also alone, high up in the clouds where it's very quiet, so she can hear and get a clear head. So please just be by yourself for a while. It doesn't have to be forever. Just get some clarity in your mind and see everything that's in front of you as it is, not the way that someone might want to you to see. You know, sometimes if someone wants to take advantage of you, they want you to see things in a certain way. Don't see things in their way. See things as they are. Get clarity. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm getting a bit tired in this reading. I've got a croaky voice, but I'll keep going. I'm nearly at the end and I want to get this out for you. The last card you have for your future is the Moon. So yeah, you might want to meditate as well if this is something that you do to clear your mind. Like the beautiful face in this moon. It looks like it's meditating. It has its eyes closed, which is absolutely beautiful. So this is also showing me that, you know, when you love very deeply. And that's why you were stuck in this situation. You love really, really deeply. And you have very deep, deep love for whoever you fall in love with. Now, deep love should be given to someone who truly appreciates it. And someone who deserves it as well. So, you know, it's not easy to see that or realize that when you have these kind of really deep feelings and you're kind of stressing all over your feelings and you're feeling all these things. But all I can say is that what I've already said in the Queen of Swords, the more time you spend alone, the more time, the more clarity. Yes, not the more time, I'm sorry. The more clarity you get. The more time you spend alone, the more clarity you'll get. That's what I'm trying to say. And the more clarity you get, the more closer you'll be to seeing things very, very clearly. So, yeah, this is a very emotional reading. And I know I'm tired, but I'm also quite... I'm quite disturbed by this reading because this is the third, maybe the second or the third reading in a row that's been extremely emotional and painful. And I know I'm always told not to say sorry, but I am really sorry. I'm sorry for this being so negative, but this is what I keep on seeing. And I'm also sorry for this being late and for you being last. So I won't say any more sorries. And I know I'm a little bit tired, but hopefully that made sense to you. And now that this roadblock is completely out of the way, 100% out of the way, I'm not going to be tired anymore. I'm not going to be distracted anymore. I'm not going to be late anymore. That's what I can promise you.